Dear students, in this session we discuss the safety guidelines and the pharmaceutical industries, and we elaborate the topic of safety guidelines and pharmaceutical industries by addition of the personal protective equipment and the laboratory safety, basic laboratory safety guidelines. That was the last topic of discussion, and apart from this topic, in the final term examination course, the contents include an introduction to sterile products and terminology used in sterile products, including sterile areas and microbial area classification, class 100 areas, class 1000 area, class 10,000, as well as class 100,000. Similarly, ophthalmic ointments, including definition, preparation, and packaging of the ophthalmic ointments, complete sterility, aseptic techniques or aseptic processing, terminal sterilization, air control, including laminar flow hood system, that is vertical and horizontal airflow system, contamination controls, and that particular contamination control we discuss in detail topic of the personal borne contaminant control as well as airborne contaminant control. Apart from these topics, and the parental product chapter, we discussed introduction to environmental monitoring, sources of contamination, personal training, major components of environmental monitoring, air control and microbiological air testing methods, personal and surface monitoring. The final term paper will also comprise of sterilization according to the USP 5 methods of sterilization, including steam sterilization, dry heat sterilization, sterilization by filtration method, gas sterilization, and sterilization which is done by using ionizing radiation. In the same way, we discuss in detail in the 10th week plastic and glass containers, added substances in the sterile product formulation, and process quality control test for parenterals, sterility and leakage test. Remember that and process quality control test for parenteral formulation. We also discuss the pyrogen test, both in vivo and in vitro testing methods of pyrogen determination of presence and the parenteral formulation, as well as clarity test. Packing and packaging will be also included in the final term paper, and the contents we discuss in detail, influence of packaging and various packaging materials. Apart from that, safety methods in the pharmaceutical industry we discuss in detail. And safety methods in the pharmaceutical industries comprising of various types of the hazards, including mechanical hazard, chemical hazard, fire hazard, and flammable gases and dust hazard, and as well as today session of the safety guidelines and the pharmaceutical industry. These are the final term course contents. Remember that while attempting the personal protective equipment, You can see on the screen the head protection. In the head protection, if you search the head protection and the pharmaceutical industries, then you can find a number of head protection or head and face protection devices. There are three widely used types of head protection, that is industrial helmets or hard heads, which are designed to protect against material falling from a height or swinging object. Similarly, industrial scalp protectors, which is also known as bump caps, which are designed to protect from knocking against stationary objects. And apart from that, personal protective equipments, high visibility clothing. If you visit this website, then you will find some of the extra safety footwear and safety harnesses, high visibility clothes as well. As an employee, the responsibility of employees is to the need of understanding responsibility for the use, storage and maintenance of your own PPE. They should be properly guided, like the PPE legislation. When do I need to provide PPE? Training, maintenance and storage of PPE, types of PPE and coronavirus, that is the current COVID-19, depending upon the situation we have to use the PPE. Respiratory protective equipment, that is designed to protect the individual wearer from various hazardous substances at their workplaces. And the pharmaceutical industries, there are two types of respiratory equipment which are used to protect the individual from hazardous substances. The first one is filters contaminated air or cleaned it before it is breathed in. Sometimes dusting occurs during the processing of mixing or when the volatile or evaporating ingredients are involved in the processing. Supplies clean air from an independent source. RPE, that is the term, that is respiratory protective equipment, may be required for working with large amount of gases, vapors, dust, powders, welding, grinders, cutters and saw. Similarly, face prep testing of RPE, different tests are similarly here. Hearing protection, there are three types of the hearing protection. Earmuffs, which is also termed as defenders, that completely cover the ear. Earplugs that are inserted into the ear canal. Semi-insert, also called canal caps, which cover the entrance of the ear canal. Similarly, head protection. There are three widely used types of head protection: industrial safety helmets, industrial scalp protectors that I told you earlier, caps are hair nets or hair cage which protect against entanglement. Tasks where head protection may be required include construction, building repair. Apart from the pharmaceutical industry, these protection devices may be used. Eye protection. There are several types of eye protection. Safety spectacles. These are similar to regular glasses but have a tougher lens. They can include side shield for additional protection. Eye shield, a frameless one-piece molded lens, often worn over prescription glasses. Similarly, safety goggles. These are made of flexible plastic frame and an elastic headband. Similarly, face shield, heavier and bulkier than other types of the eye protection. Face shield protect the face but don't fully enclose the eye, so don't protect against dust, gases, fumes and mess. Tasks where eye protection may be used include handling hazardous substances, where there is a risk of splashes, working with power driven tools or machines where materials are like to be propelled, welding operations, working with laser, using gas or vapor under pressure. Similarly, food protection, hand and arm protection, body protection. These are some of the other protective equipments which may be utilized depend upon the area or premises where we have to work and we are exposed to different types of the hazard. And the images of the head protection and the pharmaceutical industries, different designs of the safety helmets or safety harnesses may be employed in order to protect the person working in the pharmaceutical industries. Similarly, arm and head protection. One of the personal protected devices, that is eye and face protection. Criteria for selection. Remember that in today's session we discuss in the audio, video or PPT about the personal protective equipment safety guidelines, as well as I have told you about the course which is to be included in the final term examination.